Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Mike Detillier here with Coach Rod, Don Rodrigue. And Don, we got us a record group of young men coming here today. I know you said your prayers in French this morning and kept that bad weather away. And, man, it's overcast, so whatever prayers you said this morning, you can keep saying them.
And I think he answered me in French, so we in good shape.
In good shape.
So far, so good. But the sun just peaked out. It's not 100 degrees, 95 like we had for the line camp, but I think everything's going. We got a record number this year. Last year we were at 340. This year we are about 430.
So, man, that's tremendous to see this camp grow. And for these young men, it gives them an opportunity to, you know, kind of go against people kind of their own caliber, but also to get coaching from the high school coaches, which are so big in this area, and also some former professional and college players.
Yeah, we've got about 7 ex-NFL guys. You know, Skylar Green, Jarvis Green, Marlon Favorite, Trev Falk, who's still coaching in high school, and Eric Alexander, and I got one or two more I got there. I can't remember who else. But, I mean, they're in the drills working alongside with the high school coaches. They pull off a high school kid off to the side about his stance and just how to get things done. And it's all positive out there. Coach Rebo and his staff is the one that, all the organizational purposes, Brian Wallace does a hell of a job of doing all the schematics and everything. Ann Miller does a good job with the organization in the background. And I get to hire the high school coaches, which is go to guys, says you want to work, hey, you come in and work, and they all have their individuals. And we probably have about 4 or 5 high school coaches at each position, plus an NFL guy, plus the Nichols coaches, plus the Nichols football players. So we got about 4 or 5 guys instructing our high school kids we got them covered on all the bases.
In a 1-month time frame, to have the people over 1,200 for Manning, over 600 for the line camp, Louisiana line camp, over 400 here. That's 2,000 kids at these camps. Man, listen, if I would have told you that 10 years ago, there's no way you'd have bought that. No way. And it goes to show how Nicholls State and Thibodaux has become the hub of the football center, because that's nothing going on. I mean, it's going on here in Thibodaux.
Yes, and I mean, like, how many kids are coming on the Nicholls State campus?
Yes.
And getting to see the facility, especially this new building. I mean, it's the dollars and cents, you can't measure it. You know, the guys then with WWL for the line camp for 4 hours of broadcasting. How far did that reach? With all the interviews with the local people and the president.
Well, I can know a little bit about that. Yeah. We reach 14 million people every afternoon. 14 million. So, and that's not counting all these podcasts and that stuff that they do today with it. But I think it goes to show you that, you know, once this got started, and certainly with the line camp and then Manning followed and then a pro football camp here, that, man, this is going to draw more and more interest for more camps to be done down here in the future.
Well, right now, we've had the high schools that come. Carr came, they're gone. St. Paul's is leaving right now. Mac 35 is coming. L.B. Landry, and there's one other school I can't remember. But that would be 5 high school teams here. St. Paul's had 108 high school at a camp. They just left. They came in on Wednesday, they left this morning. I mean, how many kids are coming into this campus because of the game of football?
And mamas and dads visiting the campus too. And I think that's a big part of it, you know, because not everybody's going to get a scholarship. So you want to help them from an education standpoint, and certainly help so much with Nicholls State.
Well, I think we can say that Nicholls State University, Tim Rebo and his staff, Arthur Ellie, they're investing in our youth. And what a better way to invest in athletics, because we know sometimes it drives the world, and that's what Nicholls State is doing here.
Look, Rod, a lot of people don't like to hear that. Oh, y'all focus more on education. My thing is, you know, many millions and billions of dollars have been focused on education, and we're still in the same spot we were, almost dead last in the country with it. But I think sports does have its place. It's not the do-all for everything, but I think it does have its place to help set up people for further education that they can become successful in life, because a lot of people don't believe this, but you and I do. This is your first job if you're in sports.
That's right.
No, you got to be on time. You got to listen. You got to work with others. Come on. You learn that not from your house playing on your cell phone or video game. You working it in sports.
Well, if you get to listen to Tim Rebowe talk for a few minutes, and if he doesn't captivate you to the parents and so, he talked to them early. But if he's in that room speaking to you, all eyes are on him. He captivates the people that he's speaking to, and all of these 400 plus kids, they all gonna be listening to him, and they're gonna be buying in to what he says.
When you look at it here to see these young men and how the game's changed a little bit now, we see all these quarterbacks and receivers. Man, okay, you got what, 450 kids, so to speak. I guarantee you, 300 of them, they're going to be in the pitch and catch part of the game some kind of way.
Definitely. I mean,
Or covering it.
Covering it on the DBs. I mean, it's all skill. It's all about the skill world today.
Coach, I know everything sort of changes in life, and we see it in the college world, high school world, professional world. But one thing that, man, you've been a big part of this community. You've given up so much of your time and your effort to help out the youth here, and we really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you very much. It's not work. It's a passion that I hope I can just keep on giving.
So when you get to them pearly gates, you'll say, man, look all them kids, you affected their lives. You did pretty good in life. Rod, you can come on in now. Okay. There's no delay.
And he'll answer me in French.
Thank you, Coach.